Dear students, Sudhakar sir here. I'm going to take a very important topic in Unit 5 of EVS. The topic is Role of Information Technology in Environment and Human Health. See, there are so many positive and negative things happening in environment. All those, the positive and negative things have been captured and the complete information have been given by IT, that is Information Technology. You people know what is IT, that is information technology, right? See, application of computers and telecommunications and their equipments is called IT. It is used to store, retrieve, transmit and manipulate data. It spans several industries like computers, hardware, software, electronics, semiconductors, internet and computer services. So it is very important to know about IT. IT for environment. It is holding tremendous potential. It can acquire, store, analyze and visualize satellite data for observation and protection of environment. It is easily accessible around the world. Dramatically, it reduces cost, increases speed, improved productivity and opens up new challenges and opportunities. So, the complete information about the environment have been given by this technical support. Then comes IT in India. You guys know IT services and BPOs are enormous in our country. Important role in revenue, and also the employees, around 2.5 million people have been joined in IT technology. And India is one of the biggest IT capital of the modern world. Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Chennai, Trivandrum also contribute 90% of IT. And now, role of IT in environment and human health. I told you already, IT is one of the fastest growing recent technology. Various software have been developed for environment and healthcare. It acquires, store, analyze and visualize satellite data which is used for observation and protection of environment. So the protection of environment and even the protection of human health is completely monitored by IT technology. Then when you go for this IT is used for computer-based modeling and simulation of environmental scenarios for analysis and prediction. It also enables the environmental scientists and researchers around the world to communicate, collaborate and coordinate. It can be used for audio, visual and data communications for medical consultation, treatment, nursing and medical education. This IT is used for testing of DNA, creating DNA database and also gives genetic information about the mankind. Medical records and fingerprints also have been investigated. It is used to identify missing persons and criminals. It also helps to spread the awareness about endemic, epidemic and communicable diseases. See, with the help of this remote sensing and GIS, there is identification of several areas which is prone to so many diseases like malaria, etc. Environmental databases. See, you guys, you should know very important note about the government, the environmental databases. See, these are the databases used to give information about the wildlife, aquatic life and plants in the particular environment. And not only that, there is a very important organization called UNEP, which maintains several data about the regional and global statistics. And in India, Ministry of Environment and Forest, which is holding a very good database on various biotic communities. And it also maintains wildlife database, conservation database and forest cover database. And you know NIIS, that is it's simply called as NMIS, which is a complete database which is holding in it on research and developmental projects. And there are 4 important databases. We are going to proceed with this. One is NMIS, ENVIS, GIS WWW. That means National Management Information System, Environmental Information System, Remote Sensing and Geographical Information System together, the World Wide Web. These are the 4 important databases which we are going to talk about. Number 1, NMIS. It can understand that it has a database compilation that based on research and developmental projects as well as the information about research scientists and personnel. So where and all like the research activities have been going on, this National Management Information System will give a compiled data about that. Okay. The next database is ENVIS. I told you ENV means environment. I means information. S means system. Environmental Information System is NVS. Its headquarters lies at Delhi. This particular database which gives information about the pollution control, clean technologies, remote sensing, coastal ecology, biodiversity, Western Ghats, environmental management, and then renewable energy, desertification, etc. And the other one, ENVIS. I told you already, this it gives information about the new network of databases in areas such as clean technologies, pollution control, wildlife, and renewable energy, etc. See, in particular 1982, it provides environmental information of all the decision makers, engineers, scientists of the country. The third database is Remote Sensing and Geographical Information System. Now, remote sensing. See, acquisition of information about an object or phenomena without making physical contact. This new sensors have been used and developed rapidly in this technology. Important of this remote sensing is for weather forecast, climate change or natural disasters also can be predicted. And here it gives you the very important data like monitoring wind erosion, monitoring water logging, monitoring the condition of vegetation, predicting salinity, monitoring rangeland condition, and it is very cost effective, can monitor broader areas too. Very good example is the Land Monitor project in Australia. So the complete information of any the land areas or the land boundaries or like crop yields or like any ecosystem, all the particular data have been given by remote sensing. Next comes Geographical Information System called GIS. It is designed to capture, store, manipulate, analyze, manage and present all types of geographical data. Broader academic discipline of geoinformatics. It also gives information to study the environment, working and responding of environment, of natural and man-made factors. So this GIS provides very good information about the earth. Then when you talk about this GIS, it measures the changes in wildlife habitat encroachment, model events such as drought, impact on forest health, improve workflow processes from data gathering and analysis to publication and distribution of findings. For example, Project Tiger uses GIS to accurately estimate, track and protect the remaining 1,706 tigers left in the country. It also assesses relationships such as runoff and groundwater purity. It manages multiple types of geographical data. See, when you talk about the functions of remote sensing, it is used in image processing, data analysis, land cover, and then digital terrain, pattern analysis, data extraction, and then the features of the boundary, the landscape overall look, and then the complete information about the wildlife as well as the biodiversity, where wide variety of plants as well as animals have been involved in it. Then comes the last database here, the World Wide Web, WWW. See this, we are using in all the main the computer. When you open the computer, definitely www dot is very important, because of which gives you the lot of information about the environment. See, it gives information about the resources on every aspect, things like classroom activities, digital files, and then the world records have been there in this. Then we can go for online learning center also, student friendly aspects, teacher friendly aspects, which is there in the teaching facility. See how to meet the students, how we can interact with them. All the information have been provided by the online training and teaching. And when go for this GIS operations, we have this GIS have been involved in engineering, marketing, finance, risk analysis, logistics, computer service, site selection, asset management. In all these operations, the GIS, Geographical Information System, have been involved and provides the latest information. Here, you guys should know about this. GIS is involved in the teaching process also. Then role of human health. Guys, you should know the human health. The WHO describes health as a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. There is a technology called health information technology, which provides the umbrella framework to describe the management of health information across computerized systems. It helps in exchange between consumers, providers, government, quality entities and insurers. See, this human health is very, very important. Based on that only the humankind can work and go for new innovatives. So if human health is not proper, we can't do any activities in the world. And the health-based databases, guys, the data regarding birth rate, death rate, immunization programs for the children, all can be maintained accurately than before. Due to with the help of computers. Information and statistics about diseases like malaria, fluorosis, AIDS, etc. DNA databases and genetic information about population, medical records, fingerprints, etc. can be stored and accessed through these databases. So, with the help of these databases, the complete the health center information have been obtained. Then biological databases. Here we have NCBI, National Center for Biotechnology, which stores genome data, protein data, nucleotide, genotypes, etc. And we have National Center for Biotechnology, which gives information about biomedical and genomic information. And we have PDB Center, that is a protein data bank, which gives information about the protein content, which is there in the each and every organisms. Several other databases including PCR database, metallic and signal pathways, RNA, protein interaction, everything will be given by that. Broadcasting. This is another major role of IT and telecommunication. It helps in spreading awareness about diseases and preventive measures to be taken. One of the best way to prevent awareness about preventive measures is by media. And recently Ebola outbreak has been extensively covered and reported, and now the new disease corona also have been outbroken and it is spreading worldwide, and so many human beings have been dying based on this the disease. So all the complete information about this diseases have been given by the information technology. See, there are so many systems have been connected where the broadcast is mainly focused. Then biomechanics. Robots that emulate or simulate living biological organisms are inspired by them chemically or mechanically. Nanobots are programmed to act as delivery systems within the organism, and robots have to be programmed in such a way its mechanism is simple and more effective. And research on humanoid robots is also becoming increasingly popular. Guys, you people know that recently due to this coronavirus, the Stanley Medical Hospital and then the Rajiv Gandhi Medical Hospital, the human robots have been functioning, which gives tablets to the corona ward. And this is a very good nano robot have been made. Telemedicine, use of telecommunication and information technologies in order to provide clinical care at a distance, helps eliminate a distance barrier. It also eliminates the possibility of the transmission in case of infectious diseases, example in MRSA cases. It saves lives in critical care and emergency situations. So if you want anything, any medicines or anything related to health, you can immediately put a call and you can ask the doctors or like any experts. They will suggest you so many precautionary methods as well as the drugs and the medications what you have to take to prevent any diseases. So guys, this biological activities also have been made with the help of this data given by the IT technology. And this biological activities, we can diagnose a human being all type of diseases, and based on the diagnosis we can give medicines too. So that is the important role by the information technology. Then a very important note about e-health. This e-health is a relatively recent term for healthcare practice supported by electronic processes and communication. It also includes health applications on mobile phones referred to as mHealth. In case of mental illness like depression, etc., the information have been given to the respective health center, and it is also easily accessible one. And it is gaining a momentum in academic research as well as psychology, clinical work, and marriage therapy also given based on that. And see, this is actually the online experts are giving medication. Biometrics, metrics related to human characterized and triads. Biometric authentication is used in computer science as a form of identification and access control. It is also used to identify individuals and groups under surveillance. Aadhaar is the world's largest biometric database in the world. Fingerprint, iris scan, and face photo, along with the demographic data of a person, is compiled. Distinct, measurable to describe and label individuals also have been there. And when you go for any industries, the biometric scan is also, the thumb impression is there, right? Similarly, the biometric attendance also have been highly pronounced. Global burden of disease. You know, this is GBD, the short form. See, the major diseases and injuries, risk factors, everything have been given by this. Collaboration of 500 researchers in 300 institutions over 50 countries. Commissioned in 1990 between hundreds of experts. It helps estimating the spread and prevalence of diseases and the major causes of death worldwide. And you guys know the spreading of the coronavirus also have been prolongedly increasing nowadays. That will be given by this organization. Seeking online help for information on health. It provides a wide range of information on various subjects such as human health and environment. You can access help from National Institute of Occupational Health, which gives occupational information or electronic information based on the fundamental health of each and every individual. Then biological equipment. Most of the biological equipment runs on programs and algorithms. Here, additive manufacturing also makes use of programming techniques. That is, 3D printing also have been done based on this. This makes the machine user-friendly and time-saving. That is the important role of this biological equipment. And it also gives specific applications and programs which make usage easier for the mankind. So nowadays, in each and every health center, the biological equipment plays a very, very vital role based on the need. Overcoming challenges. Many parts of the world yet to adopt to new technologies and IT sectors. A large amount of information available in this. Overloading of information and less storage. Increasing Silicon Valley products further generate the problem of e-waste which are difficult to dispose. And here difficult to process and filter accurate information and infer from the huge data which is available. So these are the very good important challenges we have to come out of it. Summary: the rapid growth of IT and the highly qualified manpower in India are bound to have a positive impact on the Earth's environment and health care, among others. With the help of IT, the ongoing changes, or we can predict the things that are happening in the near future. So the things which is happening in the environment, and not only there, in the human health also, have been completely analyzed, and with the help of IT we have to come out of it. Controlling diseases. Isolation is one of the major steps in controlling highly infectious diseases. As we know, this isolation ward based on this corona is also highly pronounced. This reduces the panic and provides information about prevention and infected treatment options. Several airports in many countries screen passengers for high temperature and other symptoms via thermal sensors and computers without any manual labor need. This was possible due to applying IT services in medical fields. So guys, actually for this the disease, the coronavirus disease also, we are facing the same problem that can be analyzed like that. And the last here, NIMBY syndrome. NIMBY means not in my backyard. Not in my backyard means what? We want bus depot, we want railway station, we want airport, everything we want actually, but not in my backyard, not or near to my house or residential area. I don't want any of this thing. I want everything, but not near to my area. So that is said to be what? Not in my backyard. So ellame veno, ya veetu pakkathula venam. Okay, so if we talk about the Kudankulam project, see, it is a very important project, but the problem is actually the nuclear waste have been given off. So the people have been given a letter stating that they don't want that project near the home. That is said to be NIMBY syndrome. So guys, there are two important aspects.